speakers, the PWR app, the website, and of course, crystal clear DAB, digital radio across Pembrokeshire. And coming up with the three of us tonight, we will reflect on another busy weekend of cricket across the county, with lots of runs scored on Saturday, and also the Alex Colley Cup getting underway over the next few days. Our guest tonight is 84-year-old Nick Evans, a stalwart of cricket in Pembrokeshire, who rolled back the years, taking a brilliant 3 for 11 for Kilgetty seconds on Saturday. Really looking forward to hearing all about that from Nick in part 2. Fraser is in Belgium tonight for the Wales game. I understand they've just gone 1-0 down. We may well hear from him at half-time. He's going to do his best to join us, but we will talk about the Craig Bellamy effect on Wales, and we'll look ahead to Haverfordwest County, unbelievably, kicking off their pre-season campaign on the 14th of June this coming Saturday. So much to get through between now and 9 o'clock on Pure West Sport. Gordon Thomas, good evening to you. How are you?
I'm very good, Ben. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad at all, actually. Thank you. Tom, evening to you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Enjoyed the football on Friday evening.
Yes, excellent piece from the football at the Oggy Bridge Meadow, Tom, in the first hour of the show. That was the charity game with Valero, wasn't it?
Yeah, Valero Select 11 versus a Tri-Services Select 11. And there was some really good football on show, but the Valero just had too much firepower for the Tri-Services.
Excellent stuff, and it's all part of a busy few weeks for the Valero community team. Of course, they've got the event with Rupert Moon, Lee Byrne, Robin McBride, Ken Owens. That's coming up at Neyland Community Hub. Our interview from last week with Rupert Moon, I think, has been seen almost 4,000 times on the Facebook page now, which is absolutely brilliant. I loved chatting to Rupert. Do watch that again. Have a look to how you get tickets for that event, because it will be a spectacular evening. I've just been buzzing from that interview, Gordon. Rupert was just like effervescent ball of energy, wasn't he, last Monday?
Yeah, well, he's brilliant. He's so enthusiastic with whatever he does, and it's a great event, and they're raising money for a fantastic cause. Craig Maxwell, and I mean, if you want to get tickets, you can get down there. There's no excuse, because these guys they got some fantastic rugby stories, and some that you won't hear on air here, but they'll tell you a few tales that will make your hair curl.
Yeah, I don't know. Rupert was quite candid last week with us, wasn't he? So yeah, if that was the on-air version, I think the night at Neyland is going to be really, really good fun. So that's coming up on Friday, the 20th, and it was great to have Rupert with us.
I don't think we're going to hear from Watson. He'd probably be crying in the corner. Wales have gone 2-0 down already.
Oh, 2 down already. Just over 20 minutes gone out there in Belgium. So it's a long way back now for Wales, and Craig Bellamy looking to make it 10 unbeaten is going to have to go some. We'll talk a bit more about that later. We'll keep an eye on that and hopefully hear from Fraser. How was your sporting weekend, Gordon?
Well, I was just talking to Tom earlier. I woke up Saturday morning. I thought it was the middle of October. It was blowing, it was raining, and I thought, well, there's no chance of any cricket. But come midday, I thought I'll venture out and see what happens. And lo and behold, I don't think there was one game off in the Pembroke County Cricket League. So fair play to everybody involved, the groundsmen and everything who are involved getting these games on, because they certainly worked their magic on Saturday. And there was quite a few tons about as well, Ben. So Ross, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. Yeah, the thing is, good. I spent most of last week thinking actually this could be the first real washout of the summer actually in the Pembrokeshire Cricket League, because we've done all right, haven't we, so far? Looked at the forecast, and you're right, because not just the rain through the afternoon, actually it did look like it was going to get better as the afternoon went on, but we did have quite a significant amount of rain come down before that. So to get the pitches playable, that's no mean feat, really, is it?
Definitely, that's what I just said. The groundsmen need a lot of credit. I know even Division 1 and Division 2, they do cover their wickets, but the lower leagues, you can't... I don't think they cover theirs like they do Division 1. They haven't got the facilities, but every game was on. So that wind was drying. It was helping, to be honest with you. But we did have an awful lot of rain come down on Saturday night and early morning.
Yeah, and with all that rain and the pitches obviously needing some work, you do think maybe that could be good bowling conditions, but actually there was a lot of runs scored in Division 1, wasn't there? And some good hundreds.
Yes, the week before they were struggling with their scores, to be honest with you, because it was damp. And it was the same conditions, but there was some of the batsmen in fine fettle I know Tim Hicks had a fine 115 not out for Carew. There was also another century in the Saundersfoot game. I can't remember who had that.
Shall
Yes,
I
I
tell
do.
you? Shall I tell you?
Yeah, go on.
It was Sam Franklin, because
Sam Franklin,
I
the
think I
FA
used to work with his mum actually, back in the
Okay.
day. I
Yeah.
think I did. Alison, I think I've got the right person. And Sam's a goalkeeper as well, isn't he?
That's right. He was with Hakin a couple of seasons ago. He plays for Saundersfoot now.
Yeah, and he made 106 with the bat at the weekend. But he's actually, I keep an eye on the scores. I think he's had quite a good start to the season for Saundersfoot, hasn't he?
He has.
And
so is Tim Hicks as well. He's been in fine form.
Yeah, another 100 in the Nayland Langham game as well. Di Davis, 108 not out, 12 fours and 3 sixes. Batting well with Sean Hannon, who also scored 61.
Yeah.
It's another good knock there.
I was having a chat with Dapper. We call him Dapper, we do, down our way. He was waiting to go in because I was watching that game. And I got some little football gossip. He was telling me, he won't want me to say this, but he's thinking of moving from Merlin's Bridge to Prendergast Villa. So perhaps that'll put a cat amongst the pigeons, me saying that before it actually happened. But there, I spent
what I do think, Gordon, is probably the last time he ever tells you anything off the record. Is probably now that you shared that.
Never tell any journalist anything off the record. If you don't want them to know, don't tell them. That's my advice to anyone.
Yeah. And he's just learned that lesson, good and proper, hasn't he? So look,
Hey, he's 38, 39. I mean, he can't go on forever. He did tell me that, and that's right. And, he has got connections with Prendergast. So good luck, Dapper. Go and have a game in Division 4 with Prendergast Villa.
Listen, it wasn't all batters getting runs. There were also a few good bowling performances as well. Should mention again Sam Franklin, because he took 4 for 30 with the ball as well. That was some afternoon for him. There was a 6 for 22 as well in the Carew Hebranston game. Sam Hart. Yeah,
that's excellent bowling from Sam.
That's really good bowling. In the Nayland Langham game as well, Alan Webster with the ball for Nayland, 5 for 22. So well bowled there as well. And in the Whitland Haverfordwest game, Ewan Bevan for Whitland, he took 4 for 12 to finish on good figures as well. So yeah, some good bowling performances, but you feel it was the bat that dominated at the weekend.
Yeah, excellent. And long may it continue. I mean, we're not at the halfway stage of the season yet. I think there's 7 games gone. 9 is the halfway point. So it's been quite a good start to the season. And as you say, there's been plenty of runs, plenty of tons, and there's been plenty of wickets as well. So that's what we want to see on a Saturday afternoon.
And just to update the table for you, in Division 1, Carew top by 4 points, 7 wins from 7. Cresseli exactly the same, 7 out of 7. They're just 4 points behind in second. And Saundersfoot going quite nicely in third, 5 wins from 7, just above Nayland, who are fourth, Gordon.
Yes, Nayland have dipped a little bit due to not as strong as they possibly were over the last decade or so. They've dominated. I think their dominance is over in the league, although they will compete very well. I think Carew are the side to beat. Cresseli are going strong. Cresseli knocked Carew out of the Harrison Allen last week as well. So my prediction of Carew winning that was scuppered by Cresseli, the Dove. It's good. It's good to see Saundersfoot going well as well, Ben. They sort of mid-table. They've now really pushing on as well this season, with the Mansbridge boys been playing very well, and obviously Sam Franklin we just spoke about. Yeah, they're looking very strong. So possible get a Harrison Allen final for them because they lost last season would be nice, as I think Tom predicted them to win it.
Well,
team's gone out of it. I'm going to go with Saundersfoot with Tom now. That'll scupper them, won't it?
I think we have to full declaration. I think I tipped them first, and Tom agreed with me. I think it was if we rewatch the minutes, Gordon.
In the room here now, we're all going for Saundersfoot.
And if you want to join the Sam Franklin bandwagon with us, then you can. You can.
No, it would be nice to see a side Saundersfoot winning. It would be great because Carew and Cresseli have had their fair share of them over the years, and obviously Nayland.
Yeah, indeed, and as you say, as the week went on, there were some interesting results on that second round of the Harrison Allen. You said obviously Carew going out against Criselli. Saundersfoot actually beat Branston by 5 wickets in the final round of matches, I think last Thursday. St Ishmael's through as well. They beat Haverfordwest. Narberth beat Burton. Hook beat Lamphey by 6 wickets. Johnston through as well by 33 runs, and Nayland beating Pembroke. The Harrison Allen is such an exciting cup, though, isn't it? And it was good to see those round 2 matches last week, again not affected by the weather. We got a full round of games last week, which is great, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I have to give you the news that we're now 3-0 down, boys.
Oh, wow. Well, we were hoping to hear from Fraser. It might be becoming a bit unlikely now.
I don't think we'll hear from one.
Belgium 3, Wales 0. Half an hour gone. That's a tricky one.
Bellamy's done a great job with Wales. It's just, and you know, we were talking before the game, Belgium are going through a transitional period similar to Wales. And I didn't expect them to be 3-0 down after half an hour.
No, I didn't either. I half fancied Wales today, actually. I think Bellamy spoke very well before the game. This is a test for him now, and it'd be interesting how he responds, because he was so confident going into it, and he speaks really well. And I'm impressed with him. So we'll keep an eye, and we'll see whether we do get Fraser to tell us what the atmosphere is like out there in Brussels, where Wales are struggling. Just sticking with cricket for a sec, Gordon, the Alex Colley Cup takes centre stage this week. Round 1, only 4 sides in action in round 1. Round 2 then is next week, and I'll give you those fixtures in a sec. But the first round, well, first of all, actually, Alex Colley Cup, are we absolutely certain on the format of this and which teams?
Yeah, I believe it's actually second division, second teams that take part. Halfwest seconds, Pembroke Dock seconds. I think it's a cup for the second teams. Harrison Allen is for the first teams. The format, the Harrison Allen, I get it mixed up. They do 22 overs, but I think the Alex Colley could be 20 overs, a proper 20-20 game. So that would be interesting.
Yeah, indeed, and you are right. It is second 11 teams that take part in it, Gord. So
Did you doubt me there, then? Dan? Did you?
No. I
didn't convince you of the way I said it. Was it?
You said it full of confidence, but I was just confirming it for you and reaffirming what you said. And
you're
absolutely spot on. Well, you said it a lot more confidently then than when I asked you off air. That was the thing.
You're right, because I had to. You caught me on the. Well, there we are. We've got it right anyway.
But nicely done.
What games have we got to look forward to then?
So games tomorrow and Wednesday.
Right.
Criselli against Branston is tomorrow, and then on Wednesday it's Lamphey versus Kilgetty, and we're about to be joined by someone who might be playing for Kilgetty on Wednesday. Yeah.
And I believe he's playing for Kilgetty seconds, is he?
Question. Well, as we know, it's a team. It's a tournament for second team scored. Yeah, so.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Nick will be involved for them, not the first team.
Exactly. So, who do we fancy in that one? Criselli and Branston, and Lamphey and Kilgetty. Who would you think might go through in those two?
The team that gets the most runs, actually, Ben, and I would say that will probably be home advantage for Criselli. Mm-hmm. And you know, that's a great wicket. It's one of the best wickets in the county, and that's where the Harrison Allen Bowl is played. So home advantage will definitely be in, I would say, Criselli's favour for that one.
Yeah. And then Lamphey and Kilgetty. So, and actually, just to say as well, these two games, the winners will play each other in round 2 as well. So whoever wins either of these 2 ties in the next couple of days will play each other. So you reckon Criselli going through? Who will they play?
Yeah.
You'd probably make Lamphey favourites, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Nick will probably point us in the right direction for that one. No, I'll go with Kilgetty, mate, to cause a little bit of an upset.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I just fancy him.
And then we have a full round of matches next week, so plenty of games, 17th, 18th and 19th of June. Have a look at pembrokeshiresport.co.uk.
Weather permitting, mate.
Weather permitting. Well, I didn't. Sneaky feeling things might get better. Do we not think?
Yeah, I have heard a rumour that we're going to get some sort of summer over the next sort of couple of weeks, but we wait and see.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a look at pembrokeshiresport.co.uk. There's a full list of the games coming up next week in the Alex Colley Cup. And it's that time in the season, I was saying this earlier, Gordon, where cricket is just continuing at a pace in Pembrokeshire at the moment, isn't there? There's games all the time. And And that's a test for clubs as well. You said about ground staff, but just like, just getting teams out, week after week.
6 divisions, then, to be fair, and there's a lot of work behind the scenes at these cricket pitches. Just saying Haverfordwest, they got 3 pitches up in the racecourse there that they have to prepare for cup games and league games. That's a job in itself. But then the other grounds around the county as well is always just 1 or 2 fellas or a few others just chipping in to get the wickets right, and they're so dedicated to it. I take my hat off to them. I mean, it's a long day on a Saturday playing cricket, and they prepare. My son lives in Pembroke, and I go there once a week, and I go in past the wicket of Tralee. There's always somebody in there cutting or preparing the wicket. It's amazing, and they're all volunteers as well. You've got to specify that it's for the love of the game, and I take my hat off to people. They're heroes, and it's the players that come along and they enjoy their day's cricket or evening cup cricket. And if it wasn't for these guys, they wouldn't be playing. And
even more so at the moment when there's so many games, the turnaround is so fast, And
also the weather's been testing as well. We see it at test grounds, how difficult it is to keep them dry. They're on and off but we don't do that here, obviously. It's still, they do very well because the outfield does dry quite quickly. Because I saw that on Saturday for myself. I thought it was going to be puddles everywhere, but fair play. It was not bad conditions considering what we've been through.
No, that's great. Okay, listen, we're going to stick with cricket. We're going to chat to Nick Evans in a minute and hear all about an excellent bowling performance from Nick that I think is going to tempt Gordon into getting his whites back on. I think so it should as well, actually. So we'll find out all about that. We may well be hearing from Fraser as well. I'm going to drop him a message and see how he's feeling. It's still 3-0 to Belgium right now. So more to come on your Monday evening on Pure West Sport.
Eaton-Evans and Morris Solicitors have traditional values, but